we've spoken about your experience and why you want to run in this election. 4 years as a commissioner in Onken, as they say. And for anyone concerned that there might be some maybe split loyalties, have you got some words of reassurance?
Absolutely, there are no split loyalties. The way I see it is that I've got a solid track record of serving the people. That's the message throughout my manifesto. Transferring to a role as an MHK for Douglas South is going to be exactly the same. The only difference is that with MHK responsibilities, I'll be part of the policy making process, which is a positive, rather than the current situation where I've just been a follower of policy. I think we're in unprecedented times. There isn't a rule book for post COVID-19. Whenever we get to the new normal, as they say, I think it's important that experience is utilised in these difficult times. There will be hardship, and it's likely that things will get worse before they get better. I am an optimist by nature, and that isn't just a doom and gloom message. As well as my experience, I've got the track record of being a commissioner, and I think these two combined will enable me, if elected, when I stand on the floor of Tynwald, to ask questions in a loud, clear and simple way and get effective results for the people of Douglas South.
You really have emphasised your experience as a businessman as well for 30 years. Mm-hmm. Does Tynwald need another businessman? There's lots of people with business experience in there, but are there enough people as the everyman?
I think there's a difference between having business experience and substantial business experience. I think there should be a definition of what that actually is. And I think for me, the importance is that you can quantify your experience. And for me, I've worked on Ireland, in the UK, in France and Italy. You know, it's substantial business experience over 30 years. As well as that, another businessman, some people might be saying, this is a businessman with common sense. And I emphasise the common sense because I think some of the decisions that have been made have been non-business-like.
Such as?
Let's take a topical one that always gets a bashing. Let's take the promenade as one. You know, we've got a project there that has certainly cost businesses close to the promenade their livelihood. You know, the harsh truth of the matter is that businesses will be going to the wall as a result of the way the promenade project has been badly handled.
You've discussed low rates and low rents. Sounds great, but how do you achieve that?
I've got a track record of consistently campaigning for low rates and low rents, and that is well documented. As you probably know, the local government unit, which sits within the DOI, has the final say on that. But we and I have certainly put my recommendations through in the past, and perhaps one of the few commissioners, certainly when I was chairman in 2017, 2018, of having put forward a zero increase in rates, and that went through, and that was better than a zero increase because that took account of inflation as well. I'm not saying that is sustainable. I do understand that, you know, we often need inflationary increases to meet the costs, but wherever possible, I'll look to make savings through efficiencies. I don't want to use the public purse unless it's absolutely necessary. In these times that we're in now, people are feeling the pinch. They're finding it difficult with the incomes that they are receiving, whether that's through salary or pensions or benefits, to meet costs. There is fuel poverty still on the island. We still have an Isle of Man food bank, and I think all of those people need their needs attended to with a strong voice in Tynwald.
And just to sum up then, are you going to be, or would you like to be, or do you see an MHK's role as a local constituency representative or an island-wide one?
The two are not separable. The two are interlinked. This is a by-election. Certainly for the first 12 months, there is a backlog of work that has not been attended to because the two previous MHKs sadly suffered ill health. So that my priority would be to deal with that backlog and deal with any other priorities that come before me. I don't see the two roles as distinctive. An MHK is supposed to be looking after its local constituents, the constituents that voted for the MHK and put their trust in that MHK. But at the same time, there's a responsibility to vote in Tynwald, and my vote in Tynwald, even though I haven't served the 4 years that the established ones have at the moment, will have the same weight.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.